Today we are doing Livestream 9. Oh, heavens. How are you? I am fantastic and I'm doing really well. What's happening? JP Music, how are you? I will just give some time for others to attend, if anybody cares to attend. How are you doing? Is there anybody out there? Doesn't seem like it. There's one person watching. If they care to drop a comment, it will be greatly appreciated. There's one person watching, but 4 likes. How strange. Hello, Stephen. Thank God. How are you doing? I hope you are well. I don't know how long I'll be on for tonight. I always say that, don't I? Josiah Sanchez is here. How you doing, mate? Michael John is here. Hello there. Hello where? Hello there. That's where. Is it dark or is it just me? It's just me. Don't worry about it. Hello, Tara. How now? Good, mate. Picked up Davidoff Good Life off my dad over the weekend. A 5mm mini. Better than no mini. I'm all right. Enrico, how are you? Endless Knot. Quack. That's a sensational name. Endless Knot. Quack, quack, Jura Rose. Hello, MJ. Hello, Christy. Endless Knot. I'm smitten with your name. I'm a huge fan. Endless Knot. Ah. Awesome. Endless Knot. Endless what? Endless Knot. How is everyone? Everybody care to tell us what their scent of the day is? Or is it too early for that? I beg your pardon. Today I am wearing something that went extremely quiet very quickly. And I was a little sad. It is nice. Jura Rose is always wearing it. Do you ever wear anything that you haven't made? Like, have you just got like a massive perfume collection just sitting there doing nothing? Because you're always wearing stuff that you made. Outrageous. I wonder if Audrey Jane will pop in. So I've been emailing Audrey Jane tonight, but I think she may have gone to bed. That's the way she rolls. Oh God. I've just gone live when Ramsey's dropped a video. I shall have to wait until I have unlivened myself until I go and watch it. Hello, friends. Gucci Envy for a change. Ooh, Gucci Envy, I've got that. I have to whip that out at some point, sorry. Today, my scent of the day is Vintage Jicky, or Jicky, if you want to be so inclined, which I do. It is lavender. Scent of the day was Misensia Celebra Wood. Is that celebrity wood? Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about Misensia. Bri, you are a rascal, aren't you, son? In the best way. Teacher's got to sleep. That's right. Teacher's got to sleep. I imagine, like, I come off the stream after 2 hours and I'm absolutely wrecked. So I can't imagine what it must be like having to deal with people who are actually in front of you. Never mind like the worst people in society, teenagers. You know. The mise en scène do strike us as just, you know, I wasn't impressed with Almarak's stuff. I've got get back in there, you're being bolshy with me. I've got Horus Tattoo by Hoojar. By Palomar Parfum, which is Almarak's favorite perfume. Almarak's own brand. I'm not sure how I feel. I'm not sure. You know, just doesn't. It's just not a lot going on there. You know. Yeah, I can be out with the populace. The populace sure wear me down. Like, I'm not huge on the populace. Unpopular populace. Scent of the Day Cafe Tuberosa. Who's that by, Enrique? Bry, the three. Smell like something I made. The rosemary cake and another. Not according to me, but others. What's that? Them Aesops. Is that Aesop the one who is always pushing his stuff on YouTube? He goes on like he goes on Perfumeros. Welcome. Hello. Is Aesop the one who's got the Greek, it's the Greek brand based on like all different like Greek gods and stuff like that? Or am I completely wrong? He's got the is it the Bacchus one? Is that who Aesop is? Hommage la homme voyageur. Le leak. I did not make this. Jonathan sneakily making perfumes. How does vintage Yeti compare to the modern stuff? I tried the modern. I actually prefer the modern. I think that's Argos. Yes, that's right. Several Gecko. Well said. That's Argos. Spot on. Aesop is an Aussie brand. Aha. Spy and Mash, what did you think of that elbow yesterday and the penalty? That wasn't. Criminal, them two. The goal was amazing, but I mean, fucking hell. That elbow on Dan Burn was a big elbow. Yeah, excellent. Richie G's just said that he'll meet us on Wednesday instead of Thursday so I can watch the match. Excellent. God, I hope Everton go down. Argos are making perfumes. Do they have a catalogue? Yes, Dura Rose, I was going to make the same type of quip. I was going to make the same kind of quip. A draw would have been a fair result. I think on the balance of play, you might be right. I thought Newcastle were fucking brilliant. But we are coming from a low standard, playing against like the best club team in the world, compared to where we were 6 to 8 weeks ago, or even like 4 months ago. 10 weeks ago, we had fucking Cabbage Head in charge, and now we've got Eddie Howe. He's surprised me. He's absolutely brilliant. I'm sure you updated your signature favourites on Fragrant Nigga Rich. Have you been having a look, have you? I did. I always do that. I flip them over. It's not my signature. So what I do is, I always put Green Irish Tweed as my signature, and I always put Tobacco Wood as my signature, between the 2 seasons. And then I change my favourites to what I think I'm going to wear, before the season. And then I compare it to the ones that I'm not going to wear. Not hugely, Enrique. Enrique asks, does Colonia Mirror have similarities with Prada Amber Intense or Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum with a myrrh note? Not, if I'm honest. They've obviously all got a myrrh note, but apart from that, it's not happening. They're not that similar. This is fantastic juice, though. The Colonia Mirror, absolutely. It's so nice. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's just really, really nice. Love shit like this. Jura Rose has been on the tree. He's been away for a dirty weekend, you know. No one knows where he's been. Are you familiar with L'Artisan? I'm familiar with a couple of them. I saw Christo gave a review of Roger Burlington 51, slaughtered it. That doesn't surprise us. Where did Christo do that? That was on Fragrantica. It's nice to know that Christo's still active, though. Everybody slaughters Roger because he's a fucking plagiarist. It's do you know what it is, right? It's not just the cynicism. It's that he expects you to be like, if you buy his, if you shill his fragrances. I don't like using that word in fragrances, but that's what I mean. That's what it is. Don't like using it, but it doesn't make it any less true. It's like it pollutes you. He pollutes you with it because you're buying into the untruth. You know, he's making a liar of you as well. And it's the cynicism. It's the sheer cynicism and the fact that he does it with a massive smile on his face. You know? It's not right. I don't like it. This Aqua de Parma is Colonia Mirror. So M-I-R-R-A. Have I tried Zing? Yes, but only a couple of times, and I can't remember what it's like. Oh, Spy and Mash, mate. Honestly, I saw that and it was rotten. Somebody sent us screenshots of it with Robin James and Persolaise, and I like Persolaise. But yikes, I wouldn't be seen. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. I mean, getting wined and dined on a night out in London for free, all expenses. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that it was all expenses. I've said that. I don't know if he's paid for that hotels, but I wouldn't go. I couldn't. I couldn't. I'm not. Like I said, I like Persolaise. Robin James is also all right, but he's not half. He can half get into some places. Do you know what I mean? Like, how can you possibly say you're reviewing? You're not. And did you see the pictures of the free bags all lined up for them? Like the goodie bags that they got. It's bollocks. Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? It's not something I would do, I must admit. How big is the bottle, Bri? I don't think I would pay that. Why do you think Eugene does not like Aqua de Parma fragrances? Too citrusy. I think I don't want to put words in his mouth because Eugene's probably in the best place to tell you that. Spy Match. Somebody sent us screenshots. Actually, a couple of people sent us screenshots. And they were off Instagram. Although Eugene had better provide free bags at his launch event. It'd be interesting to see how he's going to launch it. Like, he gave a little update to me today, which I'm not going to share because it's not my place at all. I was pretty sure I was told in confidence. So he gave us a little update today. It wasn't anything like, well, it was kind of big, but it's getting closer, isn't it? It's getting closer. Every day that passes, it's another day that it's getting closer. You know, you're 7 days closer to the launch than you were 7 days ago. That's the best way to think about it. I've got a little, I've got something I've got a couple of things I'm working on at the minute, actually. One of them's a rather major unicorn, like. So, I don't know whether to say or whether to just unveil it. Pardon me. But it's going to be a couple of months. Free Ben & Jerry's in a pot. Yeah, you get some cherry pie at the launch of Eugene's fragrance. Get some cherry pie. I don't know that he'll do a launch like that type of thing. You know what I mean? Because you can, I mean, fuck me. I mean, what the, you know? Who's he going to have? Where's he going to have it? Is he going to do it in Toronto? Is he going to do it in New York? Is he going to do it in Paris? Is he going to do it in London? Is he going to do it from my house? You know? Maybe it'll just be like an online launch, you know? Royal water. Boring. Boring, is it? Can anybody tell us what a Rolf is like? I've forgotten. Sort of forgotten. I've sort of forgotten what it's like. It's kind of weird. Launch a bottle with a potato gun. Welcome, CK. He's showing up to my house in live stream. Launch from there. He's bloody well not. My house is a state at the minute. I need to do some tidying. It's just getting the oomph, you know. I need to do a little bit of tidying just for fun. Brian wants to know what Zing's like. I don't think it's worth $300 for 100 ml, mate. I think he's taking the piss. You know? Like, the prices of vintages are going through the roof at the minute. Very expensive. New Louis Vuitton fragrance announced today. Oh, shit. Come on, Michael John. Give us the lowdown. Your time is now. The breaking news. Come at us. Is anybody here into wrestling? Have they heard about Scott Hall, Razor Ramon? He's brain dead, apparently. He went in for an operation on Saturday, and the operation dislodged a blood clot, and he had 3 heart attacks on the table. And they've kept him on life support until his family can get there, and then when his family's there, they're going to switch it off. So I'm glad he got sober and happy, and he looked well before he died. Sad, though. It's just another part of your childhood, isn't it? City of Stars and Fleur de Désert. Harsh. Fleur de Désert. That's terminal extubation. And too many of those. Is it worth $300? No. Brian, I don't think it's worth $300. John may feel differently, but when you've seen it going for under 100 before that presentation changed, and then you see somebody wanting $300, the longer you stay in the vintage sort of game, the worse the prices get, because they always go up. Mate, I cannot see that message you've just sent us. Spy and Mash. Deepest apologies. I will look at it when I get off, though. I'll look at it when I get off. I'm taking you with me for a walk. Hope you don't mind. Just as long as you don't mind walking slowly for me. I have a dodgy hip and spine. Just take it easy. It's not important. All right. I'll give it a look when I get off, man. Oh, so the back end of last week, I was very much enjoying my my Italian colognes. Not citrus colognes, though. My Italian perfumes. I wore... excuse me. I wore Aqua de Parma Colonia Mirror. Oh, I can't pick this up by the lid at all. Not even close. Oh, give our... It was lovely this morning, then it just turned to absolute dog breath this afternoon. Honestly, it turned awful, like. And what's the other one I wore on Friday? I wore an Italian. Aha, yes, I did. I wore these three, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Really nice. I do love Italian perfumery. I cannot tell a lie. So this is Tuscany Per Uomo. Like a freshy sort of... a freshy sort of... I mean, mate's fucking text. I'm going to have to text him and tell him to sod off. Hold on. Right. So, wore Nobile 1942 Fougère Nobile this week. That Nobile there, patchouli, is quite nice. I've got it up here somewhere at the top. Italians know what they're doing with patchouli, don't they? That is Perfume Critic. That is vintage Tuscany Per Uomo. I got this a while ago from Enchanté. Apparently, he's got loads of them. Well stocked is the word that he used. So if you want to get it, the vintage one, knock yourself out. It's at Enchanté. Tell him I sent you. Yeah, I mean, you won't knock anything off, and I won't get anything back. But you know, like friends are friends and stuff like that. You know. Excuse me. Hello, Taffy J. You just come in from a walk. How are you? Stream what? Richie J texting us and I'm on stream, the dick. Hello, friends of friends. Awesome. I have a bottle my grandfather gave me. Such an amazing. It's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? It's really nice. Excuse me. I've got a bit of a funky throat. Not pain, just a little bit dry. Bellamy Vetiver is worth it retail for sure. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to get it, but it is actually very nice. It's one of those fragrances that is worth a purchase, but I'm not going to. The ADP oud is a pleasant one. Don't pay retail price though, Enrique. Yeah, the oud is quite nice. I really like the leather. I've got to be honest, I really like the leather. And I prefer them in the brown to the black. I just think they look nicer. I don't know if they're blatantly being reformulated, but excuse me whilst I hydrate. Yeah, no. I prefer the browns, if I'm honest, to the blick. So, let's have a look at what is in Basile Uomo. Aromatic, Italian, spicy, fresh. So, I love this. This is lovely, but let's smell. So, in the top, there's basil, rosemary, thyme, lavender, lemon verbena. Lemon verbena, Amalfi lemon, grapefruit, tangerine. In the mid, there is galbanum, nutmeg. I get the nutmeg. Clove, get the clove. Jasmine, rose, cinnamon, and black currant. I do like a black currant note. I must be honest. Base, big oak moss, leather, French labdanum, sandalwood, and patchouli. Nice. Hello, Udo. I was watching her video yesterday. Gave us anxiety. Udo, it gave me anxiety watching your video. Because my videos will never look as good as that. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I was like, that's so nice. I was like, no. But there we are. Oh, I've got an itchy hoof. Somebody said that Furio. Well, I've got the original. I've got 30 ml of the original. Not sure how I feel about Furio. It's not my thing. I think it's a little. I know how Bogart are a bit like a blunt instrument. You know, it's not my thing, if I'm being perfectly honest. I mean, it's nice, and other people will love it, and people whose noses I totally respect will love it, but not for me. Thank you, Floral Notes. Lily. Taffy, Tara, Jonathan, everyone. Is Bellamy Vetiver wearable on the string? Yes. Anybody else excited for Formula One this weekend? I used to love Formula One. It became a bit, I hate to say this, but it became a bit formulaic. It's all about like the really technical aspects of the rules, and it's not so much about driving anymore, and it's much more about like tech, you know. I like Mario Kart. Yeah, I'm with FCM. Richie G, the person who's been rudely texting us this whole time, he's massively into Formula One. I wind him up about it all the time, saying it's shite. I don't think it's shite, but it's not. I mean, you know. I wonder if Tara, have you got earphones in? It's about fastest pit stops. Yeah, it's about those. It's not necessarily about who's like. I used to like it when I was like 7, 8, when Mansell was in there and Benetton and Frank Williams before he had his accident, or just after he'd had his accident. Hello, Tara. ASM Tara. Senna, yes, I remember. I watched Senna have that accident. The 6-wheeled March Fords. I'll tell you, I used to love those. I used to love those Texaco. Do you know the Texaco Sierra Cosworths? The black ones with the red stick. I just have those imprinted in my brain for some reason, going around corners, looking just menacing as all fuck. They just look, and in the heat as well, you know. I used to just remember thinking, bloody hell, those cars would fold like accordions if you crashed them. Shocking. No shites tonight, Rudy. See, Rudy posted something about an outrageous fragrance that's coming out. Has anyone seen this? Has anyone seen this fragrance that's coming out by YSL called Baby Cat? Absolutely outrageous behavior. What are they thinking? YSL. Oops, sorry. Sorry, Tara. Baby Cat by YSL. Absolute crap. What they're thinking, man. Baby Cat, yeah. Baby Cat. Honestly, I'm not joking. They've called a fragrance Baby Cat. It's going into their like, you know, the line that's got tuxedo in them. I forget what they're called. Rudy, what's that line called? Can you remember? It was Rudy that posted about it, did a short about it. Absolutely shocking. Baby Cat and the notes don't compute with the name. The notes look fantastic. The notes look absolutely great. But there's no possibility. There's absolutely no question of me buying a fragrance called Baby Cat. You've got no chance. It's also a pair of shoes made by YSL. Just not at all. Not at all. Doesn't make any difference. Are you going to be wearing 34 Boulevard? Yes, I've been looking at it. 34 Boulevard is in an unfortunate place at the minute. In my collection, because it's underneath another fragrance, and that fragrance is Jazz Prestige, and I want to wear that. I want to wear mine is Geriatric Duck, Baby Cat, and Geriatric Duck. Ancient Quack, Yowed Quack. Oh, had some soup for tea. It was huge. Yeah, YSL should do something about their naming habits, shouldn't they? What are you wearing? Ah, baby cat. All right, bye. Do you know what I mean? At least when you say Aventus, it sounds like a fragrance that you could like be proud of wearing, even if it is a bit bland. Excuse me whilst I pour water for my hydration. Oh, vintage is Satis Iris. Is that a flanker? I like the Satis. And I was going to buy it, but I wore it about 3 or 4 times. I would go to the shop, and every time I saw it, I would wear it. And every time I wore it, it got more and more feminine until it got to the point where I was like, oh, I can't buy this. Fudge. Oh, Peronomoy. Yes, Rich, my mom wore the original. Ah, nice. See, Satis has been around for a while. Hello, Joe. Satis has been around for a while, so it's an older female fragrance. It's from that sort of... It's very good. It's from that sort of period where, like, it was a very feminine fragrance. That's how I've come to experience it. The first time I didn't think it was, I thought it was totally unisex. And the second time I thought, that's a little bit more feminine leaning. And then the third and fourth time I was like, oh no, I've talked myself out of buying this. You know, silly sausage. I've had Cibaris for a while, struggling to get next. Well, Paroli got it recently, and he was raving about it, like he really likes it. Yeah, he really likes it. Tara just got a huge Enchante haul to rival the duck. Now, Jeremiah, I once got 70 bottles off them at once. About 46 different fragrances. And loads of backups as well. Madness. I'll never be doing that again. Although, I may be getting another haul soon. Who knows? Yeah, it was like 70 bottles. If you go back to the largest vintage fragrance haul ever on my channel, again, because I did one and then I outdid it. I got silly sausages that a new Dior flanker. Do you know what it is? You wouldn't be surprised. Could be the new YSL. If you go back to the largest vintage fragrance haul ever, like if you go onto my haul playlists and then you go down, you will see my largest vintage fragrance haul. And then a few weeks later, I did the largest vintage fragrance haul ever again. And that was actually, I only showed like one bottle of each fragrance I got, but I got multiple bottles of some fragrances, you know? So, that basil aroma was lovely. Performance wasn't massive on me, I've got to admit, but I imagine as it opens up a little bit, it'll get better. Jura Rose is back. 70, and here I was worried you were about to run out of perfume. Galen's always worried I'm about to run out of perfume. And it's like me being worried that Galen's about to run out of hair. I maintain that is a comb over. Galen has a massive curly comb over. Sure, Galen. I've been enjoying Galen's like ramping up of the content production recently. He's been coming out with more fragrances. This can only be a good thing. A massive what? I don't know. I can't remember what I said now, so I won't say anymore. I'm waiting for it to heat up to where. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm waiting for it to warm up so I can wear Escal and Haiti. This stuff is lovely. Do you know those fragrances you sit and smell from the cap and you're like, oh, I can't wait. Let's go Turkey for a hair treatment. Ah, that ship has sailed, mate. I don't have enough hair on the rest of my body to cover the hair I've lost on my head. It's as simple as that. You know? That's just how it is, I'm afraid. Oh! It smells like sweat, piss, cloves, and oat moss. What does? Furio. I just got a mystery box in the mail today. Ooh, a mystery box. We all like a mystery box. I wonder what. I was going to say what's in the mystery box, but it's hard to tell, isn't it, until you open it. It's a mystery, isn't it? That's why it's called a mystery box. Good description. Is Denby here? If so, hello, Denby. Denby is not here, or if he is, he hasn't showed his face. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. So if you haven't told us your scent of the day, please do. I'm very intrigued to know what it is. Someone's got a promo code for a hair treatment, apparently. I see people going to fucking Turkey for all sorts of procedures. Dodgy as fuck. They just do it in their hotel rooms. It's not clean. You know? Fuck that. And I couldn't imagine. I'm just accepting of my hairlessness. You know? Mystery box almost always my wife's nonsense. Is that what you call it? Speak of the devil. Then be lurking in the background. Outrageous. You're wearing Bandit as well. Do you know who else is wearing Bandit? Eugene. Eugene's wearing Bandit. Michael by Michael Kors. Can still be found for good prices. I got the fig one. No, sorry, that wasn't Michael Kors, was it? It was Marc Jacobs. I always get them two wearing. I'm not wearing it. I don't even own it. What's Peter talking about? Jeremy. Eugene is wearing it too. He was talking about how the new one is outrageous and he can't imagine what the vintage one must be like. And I thought, well, it must be massive. I'm taking a day off. My nose needs a break. Christ. That's what Denby does, lurks around, especially Harrods, lurking around in disguise to try the same perfumes again and again. Third man Caron was scent of the day, but this afternoon it's Tremeris from Joram. That's dangerously close to tremendous. Juju. Bought a vintage of it. So I'm getting a vintage of Third Man by Caron. What's it like? Has anyone done a review of it? I'm having a massive Third Man love affair. Thanks, Rich, turning me onto it. That's okay. I'm getting a vintage soon. Tara. What's Jeremy talking about? It is massive. Mine is from the 80s. It's the closest I can nail it down to through Raiders of the Lost Scent. It's Juju. Hi, Rich and Persons. Hello, Empty Sense. How's thou? I might wear this tomorrow. Vintage Bandit. Outrageous. You've got a Vintage Bandit. Well, you are a Vintage Bandit. Someone's got peacocks. It's Rudy. Rudy rocking the peacock. Where do I find peacocks? Oh dear. Yeah, I love Raiders of the Lost Scent as well, Tara. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's a brilliant website. What was I looking for the other day? And I was thinking, yes. So I'll tell you all. Now there's 50 odd people here. I will tell you all what I have been looking at. So if you remember a while ago around Christmas time, I bought a 200 ml vintage of Fahrenheit from 1992, I want to say. So it's like the first run, you know. Burning Planet box, 200 ml bottle, early, everything fantastic, brilliant, marvelous, great. Got talking to the seller. Turns out me and him are on the same sort of wavelength. He's called Jean. He is French, but he lives in Japan. And sometimes he comes back to visit France every once in a while. And that's when he ships from France, because you can't ship from Japan unless it goes by boat. And it takes about 3 months by ship. So he's like, well, you might as well wait until I come back, because that's how long you're going to have to wait anyway. And then it'll only take a week anyway, you know. So I was like, right, yeah. So me and him have been talking, and he has offered me a few vintage fragrances. One is a 1993 bottle of Excess by Paco Rabanne, and he's going to give us that for like 60 quid. It's a partial. Another is Egoist Cologne Concentrate, which is a bit of a unicorn in and of itself. And I thought, yes, I'll have that. And then the third, and the most outrageous, and the most unicornish, is a bottle of Bois Noir by Chanel. Bois Noir is a 1987 release. And it is the precursor to Egoist. It was a boutique exclusive, and it was only certain boutiques. And it was only in certain parts of the world. He found one from a reseller in Japan. And the bottle is made of crystal. The cap is made of ebony wood. And the fragrance is the original Egoist. And he's selling it to me for it's a lot of money, but it's a good price compared to how many other bottles there are, which is hardly any, and the prices they go for when they do appear. So I'm getting a basically full bottle. It's a 125ml bottle. And Galen's spot on. I've got to buy it just to impress the chat. But do you know what it is? For someone like me who collects rare vintage fragrances, it's one of the rarest, and one of them. It's not the oldest, because it's 35 years old, but it's rare. I mean, it's rare as all fuck, you know. It's insane for how rare it is, and it's like a unicorn. It was rare to begin with. Like it wasn't like a bottle of. It wasn't even like the less exclusives. You know, you couldn't walk into a local department store and get it. It had to be a Chanel boutique. And there were less Chanel boutiques 35 years ago than there are now. So, yes, I haven't made my mind up completely, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to get it. Like, in fact, I'm pretty certain I'm going to get it. I've got a couple of months to decide. Nombre Noir is not next. I'm not paying $3,000 for a fucking 15ml bottle. Like, that's absolutely out of the question. I'm not buying that out of just sheer principle. Like, yeah, I'm not. I'm just not. I like an eaters. If they think, eat my shorts. You know what I mean? No chance, mate. Yeah, Japan's really good because they've got that whole kintsugi They've got that whole kintsugi culture, you know, make, do, and mend. Don't throw things away. The Shintoism, all that sort of thing is geared towards like preservation. Is geared towards cultivation, keeping things for as long as possible, getting like, you know, reliability, reputable. Yeah, yeah, the seller is very reputable. They're all about keeping things in good condition, clean society, good people. There's only one problem, and that is the writing on the front of the bottle has turned from black to white. It's been worn away, or it's just come away with age. Now, it's not ideal, but still, I think I'm going to get it. Like, the seller's pretty reputable. So, on the balance of things, I'm pretty certain I'm going to get it, to be honest. Yeah. Italian. Yeah, the Italians have always got. Italians are really good. I've never had a bad experience, to be fair, with an Italian seller. The whole Brexit thing was a fucking nightmare because of shipping. But maybe they store old wine frags in cellars in Italy. Yeah. Well, the thing is, they've got they've got that culture. It's like the French. They've got that culture of keeping things. They know how to keep things. You know, it's in the culture. It's in the like the cultural like zeitgeist. Don't be wasteful. Don't throw things away that don't need throwing away. Um, Lily, I don't like creases in the spines of my books. Yeah, exactly. Some people like I must admit I don't, but then I end up getting sick and just doing it anyway. What I'm more likely to do is buy two of something, one to use and one to keep. As you can probably tell, that's the type of thing that I like to do by my fragrance collection. Give us a second, I'm just stretching my legs. Oh, take my jumper off as well because the heating's on. It's fucking. It's quite warm in here. Oh, I don't know. So, well, I'll tell you my story about what I did. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Heinz, don't let anyone leave. I'll be back in a second. Heinz, you're in charge. I don't know why I've made this mistake before. But there we are. I see you. I see you. What have you just been up there while I've been away? Who's been writing under my name while I've been away? Huh? What's going on? Outrageous behaviour. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Oh dear. My spine. I've gone. Oh, Tara left. Oh no. That's not ideal. Like the numbers stay the same or even go up when I go away. It's mad. You know what I mean? Just pouring more water. I've got the driest mouth in the entire world. I don't know what the hell's going on. Peter, probably the most American person I've ever seen. Peter's deepest American. Excuse he whilst he hydrates. What has Peter not tried? Afro Iron Night I joined as you went away. Oh, sorry about that. Rich was taking a pen. I was also filling up Koros bottles to sell. Charles of the Rich. Dura Rose. That's rotten. Why was the picture frozen last time, Bob? I've got no idea. I put on a filter and it sort of froze the picture. So I don't know. I don't know why it did that. It was a bit of a nightmare. Charity shops are good places to find vintage fragrances, rich, worth an occasional troll. I often go into a charity shop and ask if they've got any fragrances, and I have never found a fragrance in a charity shop. Absolutely gutted, because I remember somebody saying they found a bottle of By Man. I can't remember who it was. But they said that they found a bottle of By Man in a charity shop and they bought it for 20 quid. Filter, did your perfumes have blemishes you were hiding? No, it was like a bubbles filter, wasn't it? How many bottles can you fit into one hand? Try. No. And the best find was 50 ml of live jars for a tenner. That is a good find for a tenner. I have got a bottle of By Man. I'm waiting until summer to whip it out. I actually had some chocolate mini eggs earlier. Dura Rose. Audrey Jane hasn't shown up tonight. She must be having a nap. I am doing stupid stunts with this. I'm sure you are glad to hear. Cadbury, so sweet. Yeah, I don't like Cadbury's chocolate anymore. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. This has just reminded me I need to speak to someone about getting another bottle of this. This, Jazz Prestige. Dura Rose. That's a terrible thing to say about Audrey Jane. She's got a 4-hour gap. That's not very nice. And I tell her you said that. Audrey Jane has a 4-hour gap. Harsh. So yes, I am. Hello, Jack Dean. How are you doing? I'm poor Audrey with her 4-hour gap. Jazz Prestige. I am very much looking forward to wearing that. Horrible that, Dura Rose. You're a bad man. What's a By Man comparable? Oh, don't ask. Could be Jazz Prestige, to be fair. Very lavendery. Honestly, those fucking eggs are fucking... Those fucking Cadbury's cream eggs. Rough. Too much. Those literally feel your teeth melting away, you know what I mean? As if somebody's got a sandpaper to your fucking teeth after you've eaten it. It's like Coke. You know, like Coca-Cola. Only bottle on eBay, $600. Don't pay that. It's not worth a third of that. It's a lot of money. They're screaming. Yeah, I love this Jazz Prestige. It's my favourite one of the lot of them. Like, I would have to say Jazz, the original one. I've got 2 bottles of that. I'd probably let them go if I'm honest. I'm not massive on them. Like, most Easter candy is gross. Yeah, I don't like. I'm really into dark chocolate at the minute. I just got a bottle of By Man. It's nice. Sure, I can think. Where'd you get that bottle of By Man from? Endless Knot. How's that vintage Lonstant compared to the new release? I only have the newer brown capped version. Do you mean this little beast? This is the eau de parfum, to be fair. This is the eau de toilette. To be honest, there's not a great difference, but this is like 125 ml, whereas this is 50. You know? Some of the Listerine Lonstant I just find, yeah, I wouldn't go out. Don't go out and pay big money. Hello, Barry. How you doing? Saint of the Day Herrera for Men 91. That's nice. Even the latest bottles of that are quite nice. That Herrera for Men's actually really nice. I have the EDT 100 ml. Endless Knot. I'd be all right with that. I'd be all right with that. Don't get your knickers in a twist over getting one of these. The presentation's nicer. You know, when they did different bottles for each release. That's nice. It's a little bit different, but it's not worth the money. Do you know the difference in the disparity in the price and the quality? It's not there. Girl On have an in-house perfumer, and as a general rule, in-house perfume, when a house has got an in-house perfumer, the reformulations are much, much better than they were, especially for modern releases, you know. So your Pradas, your Cartiers, your Guerlains, your Chanels, Dior's kind of the exception to the rule, yuck. But usually houses with an in-house perfumer are really quite sound for reformulations. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. No, I was going to say, I just said there, Rudy picked up on it straight away, even Damashi. No, Dior are the exception. I'm going to tell you something else I'm going to do. I'm meeting my mate, Richie G, again. He isn't in the chat. Damashi shit the bed. Eugene is here. We were just talking about you before, Eugene. You want to get something else then? Yes, and don't feel bad about it either. I wouldn't pine over those. Whereabouts in the world are you, Endless Knot? Are you in Britain? If you're in Britain, there is a chance I could send you some samples. Yeah, I could send you like a decant of that, and you could make your own mind up. But Girl On are just like they've gone to shit. Like over the last few years, like it's like Rudy was right. Rudy was right. Like Girl On have fallen off that shit. Just saw the new bottles. Bad, yeah. It's not ideal, is it? That's how you get Eugene out of the woodwork. Mentioned Damashi. This is really nice. This is really nice. I think I prefer this to the first one. That is fucking sacrilege, isn't it? So I'll tell you something I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I am thinking on Thursday or Wednesday, I think, I'm gonna give this to me, mate. I don't want it anymore. I was gonna fucking wear it. I don't want to put myself through wearing it. It's a good fragrance. I just don't like it. So I think I'm going to be giving this, and possibly giving this to my friend, because I've got the original version in this bottle from the early 90s. And I've also got 2 bottles of the ribbed bottle for your pleasure. So I don't feel the need to own this. And my friend hasn't bought a fragrance in a while, so I might just turn up and give him these. Good to be the duck's friend, eh? Ramsey, what's happening? I'm gonna go and watch his video as soon as this stream is over. But it's, I mean, I didn't pay the world for these 2 fragrances, and his collection will be improved greatly, and my collection will be shrunk. Do you know what I mean? And I'm trying to shift a few things on at the minute, so I think it's good all round. I think he'd really like this fragrance as well. Hi, Ram. Ram, have you checked the shipping, the tracking recently? I haven't. I don't know where that bottle is. What's everyone wearing? I really like Coriolan. I liked it the first time, I mean, look how much I've used of it. Do you know what I mean? I haven't fucked about, although I do reapply about 4 times every time I wear it. But this, I really like this. Time to feed the doggos. Okay, nobody say anything until Tara gets back. Have you tried L'Homme de Neros? No, I haven't. I can barely say it, never mind try it. Oh, this is good. Have you tried Heros? No. Not that I can remember. God, this is so good. I don't particularly want to give this away. It's really nice. It's really nice. I'll tell you something I do need to do. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I need to decant. I tried Falcon Leather today. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Are you all right? Scent of the day, Datura Noir. A surge. There's always a place for someone who likes surge in this stream. Although I'm not sure about Datura Noir, if I'm being perfectly honest. Whoops. I'm not sure about Datura Noir personally. So what did you think, Jura? Oh God, this is so nice. He's gonna say he bloody liked it, isn't he, the horrible man? Aren't you, Jura? Go on then. I dare you. I feel like wearing leather frags all season in summer. For unknown reasons. Well, then wear them all season in summer? It was odd. By odd, I assume you mean that it was crap. Like, odd is usually good. I did not like it. Well, I mean, who does? Hello, Arnold. Vintage Yadigan. I'm getting one of them as well. Falcon smells like pure amberwood. What the fuck do I know? About the same as I do, mate. Fucking, it's just so bad. Rudy does know his stuff. He's a great researcher. Rudy, Rudy will find out nooks and crannies like he's right in there. He will get right in there and find out like outrageous stuff. He and I managed to, I mean, it was mostly him, to be fair. Managed to find out how to reliably date vintage Fahrenheits. I feel like if anybody in the world now came up to us and said, date my Fahrenheit, I'd be able to just do it. And that's like after like getting information through Rudy and stuff like that, you know what I mean? The professor of performance. What's this? Robert Pattinson or Jude Law for Dior on? Don't care. Eugene. Very bitter, saffron leathery thing. I think it's a real cop-out, like. Eugene for Dior Homme, I think. Brad Pitt's already done number 5. He'll have a thing in his like contract that says he can't appear for another brand or something like that, you know, like Marion Cotillard. You know, I was at the auction house today and I saw some pewter ware. And the first thing I thought when I saw the words pewter ware was this. My vintage pewter cap, Hermes, Eau de Hermes. Yeah, I love a good auction house as well. There's no better. I went in and looked at some furniture. There's an outrageous desk, but I thought I could get a desk. But then, do I want a desk? I don't know. Galen should be in date my Fahrenheit. I wouldn't allow Galen out with my Fahrenheit. Blimey, your hands are huge, Rich. You've got no idea, man. Mind you, this is only like a what? A 25 ml? But it is a vintage. I mean, it's an old boy, this. You know, early 90s, late 80s, this. Big units. Big units. $350 is good. Put it on wish list and hopefully get an offer, hopefully. Sorry, what's this? What's this FM415? FCM415, sorry. I've been coming round to Ganymede, Jura. Nah, not for me. I think it's the epitome of modern perfume. I'm not a huge... Yes, get a desk. I have 4 if you include the ones at school, and if you include the student desks, I have 36. Tara loves a desk. Big desks. Let's watch us after. This was a little desk, and I am a big man. You know, I'm like 6'2". And I weigh like lots of pounds. What do I weigh in American? That's about 250 pounds. You know, I'm a big man. So this is not a big desk, you know. It's like an 1800s desk for like 1800s sized men. Didn't have all them mini eggs. You'd tower over me. You'd enjoy that, wouldn't you, Lily? You need a big unit of a desk. That's right. I need a big desk. That's Pavarotti. Dinner time, corned beef and a cabbage on the menu. Good Lord. I like vintage, I like modern, I don't like vintage with a modern twist. Yeah. Yeah, I sort of get that. Oh, I can't wait to wear this. This is fucking spectacular. First thing my mate said to me when he smelled Pavarotti, right? I fell in love with it straight away. I think I remember, I think that's about what I paid. I might have paid even less than $350, considerably less. I'll have a look and see what I paid, but I can't remember what I paid for that Eau de Hermes, but it was a big boy. And it's an older one as well, you know. It's at least 20 years old, that bottle. I think. I believe. I want to believe. What was it? Nothing like a good sturdy desk for my adulting. I'd like to lay down on a bed of perfume bottles one day, probably uncomfortable. Yeah, I imagine that would be fucking devastating to your spine. Hello, not in the know. The duckbeak bottle. Is that the one from Modicea? Yes, it is, Ramsey. Can you remember how much it was? So yes, what I was saying was the first time my friend, Richie G, who was getting more shout outs on this video than probably any of you in the chat, even though he's not here. The first time he smelled Pavarotti, the first thing he said was, it smells like Johnson & Johnson. You know, the the No More Tears shampoo. So it smelled like that. Which I didn't realise myself, but as soon as he said it, I was like, "Oh Christ, aye. Are you sure, Ramsey? This is the 200 ml, the 6.5. It's not baby wash. It was the No More Tears shampoo, baby shampoo. Give Richie G that out with a palm. Certainly not. It's fantastic. I'm giving him a couple of girl ons, Eugene, because they're shit. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Oh, I fucking love this stuff. Shots fired. The opening of Pavarotti reminds me of the opening of Denim Original. Do you know I can get a bottle of that Denim Original? I saw it the other day. And I thought, no, I need to concentrate on making... This is my new philosophy about like what I'm going to be buying and stuff like that. And I'm going to make my perfume collection better, not bigger. You know? So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing. AB, Mother Sierra only has a partial of 3.4 ounce of copper eau de Hermes at this time. Well, that was before. That's what I bought before. What's the L'Occitane on the right? This is Eau de L'Occitane, the Eau de Toilette, so it's the pour on, right? And this is Eau de Cade, which is juniper. I might wear this, actually. The problem with L'Occitane fragrances, you've got to reapply them every 3 hours. But this is fabulous. Oh. Juniperus oxycedrus. Ah. Zhao Lima is here. Zhao, you changed the name of your channel from Scented Moments to your name, Zhao Lima. Why? I don't know what's real anymore. I got discombobulated. I've got an itchy limb. I enjoy Juniper. Yeah, I'm a big Juniper fan as well. RIC is great at reading comments without goof or spelling. Rich is great at reading comments without goof spelling. With our goof spelling. Zhao Lima renamed his channel by mistake. We've all done it. Apart from me, I haven't done it. Sorry about that. I was trying to make you feel better. Hello, everyone. I need to put some Germaline on my leg because I've just scratched a scab. Oh, it's on the floor. 1 moment plus. Sod off, I'll do it later. I can't be bothered. Ooh. I'm intrigued. What shall I wear tomorrow? I'll do Boss Sport today. Duncan wants to do Boss Sport. I got offered a bottle of Boss Sport with the black cap the other day by the French man from Japan. And I said no, because I've got the red one. And he was shook. And I said, stay shook. I have got a massive thing for this at the minute. I'm really loving this. This reminds me why Ramsey says that he doesn't like selling bottles, because you never know when you're going to come back round to something. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Cats don't smell leathery. Richie J's wife has just texted us and said that cats don't smell leathery, because I told her about baby cat today. And she was like, ooh, what does it smell like? And I said, it's got like leather and frankincense. And she was like, oh, cats don't smell leathery. I was like, well, clearly you've never smelled a leathery cat. I love Boss Sport. It's my favourite sport fragrance. Dove soap in a bottle. Yeah, it's a bit higher quality than Dove soap. If you want to go for that sort of vibe, though, I recommend you go out and find yourself Nivea Cream Eau de Toilette. Has the OG Prada Amber Pour On been reformulated to death? No, it hasn't. No, it has not been reformulated to death, Paroli, and I can tell you that confidently. because it's one of the most synthetic fragrances you will ever smell anyway, but it's synthetic done right. And Prada have an in-house perfumer, Daniel Rocher, who used to be Daniel Andrier, or it's the other way around. That Prada Amber is long gone. What do you mean it's long gone? No, it's not. Ah, Raz Scott is here. Welcome, Raz. I take it you didn't want that Fury on it. This is fabulous. I absolutely love that stuff. Oh, excuse me whilst I do the hydration. Yeah, the Prada Amber is fine, mate. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I wanted to try that. They don't sell it in North America, the bastards. Just go on Amazon. It is great, mind. You like intense? Not as much. Not so much. Didn't Jean-Claude Arnault claim Santa Nivea crime? Probably did, the rascal. Doesn't smell like a Jean-Claude Arnault. It smells nice. No, I don't mean it like that. Jean-Claude Arnault is brilliant, but just not my favourite. Eugene, I know you have fond memories of Nivea from childhood, Eugene. Ooh. I love this stuff. I really love this stuff. I just sit here and smell this. I've also got Infusion Dom, like the original Fusion Dom, rather than oh fuck me, what was I saying? I've totally lost my train of thought there. Anyway. Infusion de site was replaced. Infusion Dome was replaced by, I think wasn't it Iris Cedra? I don't think Fury would be my thing, mate. Thanks, though. No problem. Current Infusion line is nice for office. Yeah. All those Prada fragrances are nice for the office. You could totally get away with them. You just smell clean. Keep it together, duck. I don't know. My fucking heat. Just had a brain fart. My dad used to lather it on me at the point I was driven with Nivea. Christ. Oh, excuse me. Prada Lemon Tens is also a good one. Father used to make soap. They make soapy fragrances really well. Yeah, exactly. Find something you're good at it and do it well. And just nail it. You know? Oh, that's so good. I feel like wearing a lot of vetiver this year. Hello, Bashki. How you doing? Take us outside for a bit. Nope. It's fucking freezing. Luna Rossa line of shite, though. Yes. Correct. Well said. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. That Luna Rossa line. Pretty awful, if I'm being honest. Tell you something else I'm not particularly huge on either, and it is this. Insensé. Has anybody else got this? I'm not a fan of Insensé. It's not ideal. It's smell it. Oh. It's got this weird, almost burning, melting, stretching floralness. It's awful. It's not awful. I've said it's awful. It's not fucking awful. It's just not. It's just not for me. Like, I got it from currently 18 Celsius here right now. Sorry, it's cold there. It was -9 Saturday though. That is quite a swing. 27 Celsius in a swing over 3 days, 2 days. That is bonkers, mate. I couldn't live like that. I couldn't do that. The seasons change slowly here. Thank God. We live further north than you. I saw a globe at the auction house today. Do you know that there's spinning globes you can get? Oh, I didn't realise how north Britain is. And it is north. Thank God for the jet stream. It does that frequently here. Will be cold again by Friday. Oh, fuck me. Less of that. I need to unload my sweet shite. What sweet shite you looking to unload, Rudy? Tara 1, yeah, we had 21 Celsius weather. The next day it snowed. Good Lord. Correction, I hate anything sweet. Good Lord. Warm here as well. And skating it down was doing backstrokes by the end. It is funny the way the weather moves around, isn't it? It's for me it's almost the equinox. It's the equinox on the 21st, and that's next Monday. I can't believe it's been 3 months since the clock's changed. You know. Oof. I was about to unload some sweet gourmands onto you. Promises. Spirit juice double vanille. Shite for one. Oh. What else? Oh. What else you getting rid of there, Rudy? Eugene wants to fire up the torch. It's not allowed. You know, I've got a lot of subscribers since yesterday. I think it's because I wore a Creed. Do you know what I mean? I wore Royal Oud yesterday, and the people seem to be lapping it up. So I've got about like 15 subscribers since yesterday. It's kind of weird. Wow. Yeah, going from Nigeria to Detroit, that is a hell of a culture shock. Oh, we're going to be on a runaway streamer in a minute while the duck falls asleep. I'm not. I'm going in 5 minutes. I'm only staying on for an hour and a half tonight. I think I've sprayed perfume into my water as well. The people do love Creed, don't they? I stink of fucking Nivea cream now. You know, it's got that dankness about it. All I got is cooking vanilla. The duck is buying subs. That's 15 at a time, mate. 15 at a time. Soda Chypropolitan. Lovely perfume. Yeah. Excuse me whilst I yawn. Soda Chypropolitan, lovely perfume. I don't remember Chypropolitan off the top of my head. It was the vintage panty dropper video. It could have been. I haven't done that one yet. Creed's definitely, yeah, totally agree. Creed has become a bro brand. A pro brand? A bro brand. I'll put my teeth in. Yeah, they have done in this country as well. All like the chavs and stuff are eating it up. They're eating Creed. They're eating it up. You know? Yikes. It's not ideal. It's not great. The thing is, excuse me, the thing is with Creed is that most of them are just wearing like when like the bros say Creed, what they actually mean is Aventus. You know, like you don't find many bros wearing green Irish tweed or Himalaya or Royal Oud or Silver Mountain Water. Maybe wear Silver Mountain Water soon. I've got some original Santal as well. Timmy Thomas did. Which obsession do you love, Rudy? Is it the male or the female? Stetson has balance. Apex videos are coming in heavy. It's the new bro alpha scent. No, I'm not. I couldn't tell you how uninterested I am. Chavs love Wada Portugal. Are you sure, manly sense? Oh, and the basil. I love basil. Yeah, I quite like basil. Basil. Prunella Scales used to say. 8-Back's bottle is hideous. Yeah, it's absolutely rancid, isn't it? You're absolutely spot on. Like the font on it. He's getting ready to sell the brand, I think. Or he's going into overdrive to make it more profitable so that the books look better when he comes to sell it. You know? I have got the Calvin Klein cosmetics versions of Obsession, and I am getting a female one soon. How many friends' names, Nigel, have you known? Pardon? That is obvious bro pandering. I have a Stetson for when I feel I want to go full cowboy. I haven't smelled Stetson in a long time, Barry. I'll tell you what, right? That Stetson, as soon as you smell it, right, it'll be like that. Straight back to your childhood. Straight back to when you were young. I take you back 25 years and like that. The Brute does for me. You know? Apex is the new event. It's better buy vintage Apex before it goes to £5 a bottle. Honey in it is amazing. I love honey. I love honey in a fragrance. I really do. I need to get this splash and I need to decant it and wear it sometime soon. Vintage Obsession. You can't see, but I promise you it says Calvin Klein Cosmetics on it, which is the original. Fantasia de Fleur. Rose and iris. It's fantastic. Oh no, it's leaking on my hand. Oh well. Don't hold it upside down then, Mitch. I'm wearing Venetia today. It's the best Creed ever. I still think it could be green Irish tweed, you know. Or white of Portugal. I really like green Irish tweed. It's something great. Is vintage CK obsession for men worth hunting down? Probably. Probably. Roger toiled over his perfumer's organ. Yes, he worked that perfumer's organ hard, didn't he? He absolutely battered that perfumer's organ until he got a tune out of it. Isn't that right, Jeremy? I'll send you a decant. You'll love it. Yes, Tara, you will love it. I've got a perfume in the mix at the minute, hoping that it's going to get to Ramsey any day now. When I was younger, I used to wear the Obsession Balm all the time. How strange. Favourite honey or honeyish fragrance? I'd have to vote for Eau de Fay. Honey, probably Boss number 1, like. Probably Boss number 1. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. It really is very nice. L'Envol, until you smell older honey fragrances, L'Envol's a really good one. But it's not, it doesn't it doesn't hold water compared to the newer ones, like to the older ones, I beg your pardon. Oh, I'm not taking tablets. I'm a sore man. Honey and Mitzer is enough for me. Honey and Koros is quite nice. If you get a honey-centric version, oh, excuse me, ow. I've got loads of honey fragrances. Miel du Bois. That Miel du Bois is absolutely fabulous. Like, you left in no doubt. That is a brilliant perfume. It's balanced to within an inch of its life. Absolutely nailed it, like. Excuse me. Or whilst I hydrate. Ow. Moss number 1 is great. 25 quid too. Not the versions I've got, mate. Yeah, the Honey and Gaia is beautiful. Peter's one. Really like that. Pavarotti's got a beautiful honey note. That's true. Well said, Denby. Ah, Peter is still here, lurking with intent. Do you have a victory garden? I wore absolute Paula Swell last couple of days, and oh my god, I felt I was walking a civet on a lease all day. The synthetic civet is so much worse than the natural one. Denby has been re-educated. Damn, Rudy, I hate that you can't get that anymore. It's a nightmare, isn't it? Must have been. You can imagine the sales being absolutely rotten of that stuff. Someone help the Ram. I've been looking for Absolute Paula Swell the last couple of days. I did ring up a couple of places actually on Sunday. Well, yesterday I rang up a couple of places in the UK, asked them if they had a bottle lurking about in their cupboards, and they said no. Rudy, it's the same that they did with it's the same what they did with Eau Noir at Dior. It's the best one, and they took it away. That and Leather Rude, they've got rid of Leather Rude as well, haven't they? Can't buy Leather Rude anymore. It's fucking bollocks. Oh. I'll have to go in a minute. I'm double fucked. Thanks, Doug. That's alright. Denby has been taken out. No, he hasn't. He's been assimilated. Oh no. Someone that sold me one bottle sold another bag up. He sold in 10 minutes on Facebook for $360. He could probably get fucking $500 for that now. Peter informing you of his absolutely rancid diet. If you knew the truth about Peter's diet, you know, you'd be outraged. It's absolutely rotten. That is a small slice of the horribleness that Peter consumes. A vegetarian that doesn't like vegetables. He eats nothing but sugar. He eats nothing but sugar and shite. So the perfume house in Portland, they carry MFK, but have basically no sales. Basically no web presence, so they may have one sitting around. Cheers, Tara. See you later. Ramsey will be on the phone to the perfume house in Portland right now. Galen's always good for a tidbit like that. Everyone's saying bye to Tara. Tara's popular. Goodbye, says everyone. Oh, we haven't really discussed the topic tonight, have we? We've just like sat and had a chat. Oh no, I just pulled the bottom off this bottle of Coros Sport. Oh, now I've just put it back on. Whoops. It's not ideal. There we go. This was made by Charles of the Ritz. Can you see? It does actually have. Does it have? I think it does have a barcode on it, a batch code on it, but I can't see. It might be on a different one. Like talking shit, to be fair. So we've just missed her. Now that Tara's gone, this stream is dead. Closed on Mondays. Pish. Ramsey has denied at every stage where he's trying to get himself an absolute Paula Swar. I bet he buys 3 of them. I bet they've got fucking loads of them. Ramsey buys about 3, at least. Tries to tell himself that they're all the ones he's going to need. And he goes back for the rest the next day. The only reason I know this is because that's what I'd do. It's like, I've got me 3. I'll be fine. Wake up the next morning in a cold sweat. I need the other 7. Get them quickly before somebody else does. 0.2% of richest females analytics just left. The 0.2%, closer to 20. I do not get many women watching this channel, I must admit. But I can do women-centric fragrances. There's also not a gap in the market, but like there's like a call from women wanting to know which men's fragrances men think that women can wear. I had quite a good feedback to a video I did where I mentioned some fragrances that I thought would smell like some men's fragrances I thought would smell good on a woman, including Coros, I think. The guy I bought Absolute Polar Swar from has like 5 bottles. Ask him for Ramsey, Rudy. If he's got another bottle. You can't find fish and chips on Mondays. That's true, Alan Hansen. That's very true. I always enjoy what you have to say about perfumes, Rich. Thank you. I haven't got that many female fragrances. I think like the older, because I'm into vintage fragrances, I'll tell you one thing straight away. I don't like this whole sweet sugar floral bomb thing that seems to be all women's fragrances at the minute, you know. I really like Angel, which is a contradiction compared to what I've just said, but like, you know, it's like the original and it's done like best. But like the further back in female fragrances you go, the more of the powder comes out. And I don't like powder. I don't like powder in men's fragrances. I don't like them in women's fragrances. I don't like them in any fragrance. I don't want to smell like a powder bomb. Reminds us of like, you know, when the teacher used to get like chalk thingies and like smash them together. That's ugh. Prada Amber on a woman would be nice. Pavarotti on a woman would be nice. Linstant. The men's Linstant would be nice on a woman. I'm giving away all my fragrances here. Maybe keep this for a video. Eugene's here to take all the powders, no worries. Yeah, no. Eugene absolutely loves powders, and I'm just like, bleh. I'm here for the clanking bottles. If you want them to look like Absolute Polar Swat, try the Papillon. Papillon fragrances are very indolic. You know, they are very indolic. Although amber, salt, and the mitts are close enough, it's pretty redundant for me to own all three. But those are holy grail amber, so fuck it. Powders need hydrating. They do. Well said. I have Salon Dunk. Love it. Liz Moyes. Toy Boy will be great on a woman. I actually liked that the first time I smelled it. I wouldn't buy it. Certainly not at retail. You get those fragrances at you get those at discounters straight away. Moschino can't keep their bloody pants up as far as their distribution's concerned. You know what I mean? So don't pay retail for them. Retail's dead. Dear me. It's really difficult. There are like little pockets and little things where, you know, like a Chanel boutique will always have call, because there'll always be people wanting to go in for the experience. But if you're not getting an experience when you go in, nobody wants to go out into the world and just like shop about, you know what I mean? Everything's become very dilute. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Has Rich hyped up Moschino Pour Homme yet? No, I'm not a fan. of Scarlet Pour Homme's really nice though. Big fan of a Scarlet Pour Homme. Curtis first release will be Absolute Pour Dior. Absolute Pour Dior. ASMR duck. Welcome, friends. Today, we are reviewing Loewe Para Hombre. Marvelous. And Toy Boy is not an evil fragrance. It's not like absolutely poor Dior. Oh dear. It's actually quite good, isn't it? Oh. Do you know, I've drank about 3 litres of fucking water since about 7 o'clock. It's only fucking 11:15. Dear Lord. I'm a thirsty boy. Hello, George A. Silver. Sent in the day, great flannel, eh? Well. Fair play to you. I'm being serious for once. That Moschino Pour Homme is phenomenal. Oh. That one ASMR fragrance girl is awesome, very seductive, just shows half her head. I do actually like that channel. Just get Vintage Bellamy. It's Moschino Pour Homme's dad. That was in my top 5 fragrances I have worn. Top 5 fragrances I have worn in autumn and winter. Top 5 fragrances I have worn, which has about 8 fragrances in it. Galen has a few bottles he's trying to get rid of. Galen, whatever happened to that 3 out 1 in rule you had? I wait with bated breath to see what Curtis Jean's going to do. I really do. You know? Someone told me they bought grey flannels at Marshall's one day. They sprayed it on the car and he got out and left the bottle on the car. Harsh. It's a big violet leaf, isn't it? Eugene, G, Galen emptied his bottle of Crank. Another heavy hitter today, Meleg Birch Tar Russian Leather. It's still going. What's still going? Galen. Grey Flannel. I was going to get a bottle of Grey Flannel and then I thought, well, no, what's the point? No, I'm trying to cut back on my purchases, but as you'll see, Rich fears my leg. There's something weird about my leg. Yeah. Something's going to happen there. Endless not cut back. Does Galen have an OnlyFans? I hope not. Fucking awful. Oh. Right, we'll do another 13-15 minutes. 13-15 minutes? We will do another 15 minutes and then I will bail. Any other Hermes burning a hole in your collection? No, but he does know someone who has over a litre of the stuff, but he won't sell it. Galen's going to get fired of work if he keeps watching. Galen won't get sacked. Galen, there are people who are keen to watch your OnlyFans. Eugene is using all the insults I throw at him. Galen works for himself doing OnlyFans. I'm cutting back from buying too. Just after these next 2 hauls. Scratches arm and sniffs wrist. Yes. That video with Galen and Thomas talking about Eau de Hermes for half an hour, it's fantastic. I've watched it about 3 times. I watched Galen's latest video again today. Don't tell him I said. I'm only buying 1 more, then I'm done. Nah, I've got a huge haul coming. Like, I just need to get a couple of people to fucking tell us what they want. Social YouTube. I got another subscriber while I've been on stream. How strange. Oh dear. Steadily had about 40 to 45 people in here tonight. It's been good. Absent Greek new channel name. Yes, that's right. It's a shame. It's a crying shame. Somebody mentioned Christo had been on Fragrantica. 51 Burlington Arcade, apparently. Hammered the new Roger. Good to see that he's still got that there. I think I've got 4 Eau de Hermes, only 300ml in total. Pray for me. Well, I've got 200ml in 1 bottle. Do you have Ungaro Porom 2? No, why? What's it like? Tell us, Eugene. I could get it. I'm smelling me Eau de Hermes again. Freeze the picture again and go to bed. Yeah, it's a good shout. I'll have to do that next time because my back's in fucking pieces, if I'm being honest. Like, I cannot sit and do this. It's easier when I'm on Eugene's stream. Kerry Pray Order is a Jacques Polish. I think I'm going to is like a take on Mouchoir and Monsieur. What's it like though? I said it's a Jacques Polish, but what's it like? I'm gonna pour on 2 shade. Lavender, vanilla, and piss. I do not like lavender and vanilla together. Caron pour on arms put us off for life. It's far too powdery. I can't be dealing with that, like. Usually it's a Jacques Polish and Demercy. Oh God. Definitely not getting it now. And it's the best thing Demercy has made then. Eugene's clearly a fan. Clearly a huge fan. But yeah. I don't like that. I don't like Demaché being involved in anything. Although I do know he was involved in was it Antaeus or Egoist? One of the best Demachés are Polgers. Tiffany for Men. Tiffany for Men's fucking brilliant, like. Tiffany for Men really is very good. But the piss note makes all the difference. It sometimes is like that, isn't it? You know what I mean? Oh, it sometimes happens like that. Demaché for Frederick Moore. I would pay Thomas to upload more. Ugh. Eugene coming in with a golden shower. Grim. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Oh dear. I bought that huge bottle of water to see us through the night, like, and I've drank most of it. Tiffany for Men is out of this world good. Yeah, it really is very, very good. I'd send him some Eau de Hermes. That might tempt him to make more videos. If you tempted him with some Eau de Hermes, it's like, I imagine Thomas is like Pepe Le Pew, but like instead of like well, no, it's perfume, isn't it? That he's always, or is it food? You know how he's always attracted by Pepe Le Pew's always attracted by like the smell. It's the smell of Eau de Hermes. Is it perfume or food that Pepe Le Pew loves? It's a shame those old Walt Disneys were what they were. Let's be honest. Great cartoons. Honest to goodness, what is happening with this lid? The lid on this GOF Trump was crap. The glass is actually like not bad size. It smells like Egoist. Very much so. Very much so. Away. Oh, it's fantastic. It really is. Absolutely lovely. Sandalwood cologne. Demaché 75. Christ, I'm surprised I've kept them on as long as I have. Oh, apparently Demaché's got something to do with Girl On. Something to do with pushing out Thierry Vassar. Apparently he's a homophobe, allegedly. Egoist is the most heavily reformulated Chanel. Is it? I would have thought number 5 was. Oh. Cocoa, maybe. Antaeus. Antaeus still smells good, though. Floral Nelson. Frederick Moore hasn't made a truly great perfume in 12 years, so why not gamble on the goat? Oh, dear me. Denby, you say some evil things, man. Proper rascal. Oh, just another 5 minutes left. 36 people watching still. 37 likes. I appreciate everyone who likes. You don't have to do that. I say that every time, don't I? It is true. You'll notice that I don't say that. I don't ask people to like, comment, and subscribe in my videos. I just think it's like, you're going to do that if you like it. If you're not going to, are you? Do you know what I mean? You don't need to be reminded fucking constantly. Like, you should have to remember, before you watch the video, like, comment, and subscribe. The fuck would I like a video before I fucking watch it? What if it's shit? You know what I mean? Christ. Give over. You know what I mean? Behave yourself. I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, pay for this before you get it. No. No. Eugene has a wrench. I'll take your word for it. Oh, that Nivea cream fragrance is outrageous. Here's the banter I was waiting for. Oh dear. Sorry. I assume you're talking about what I'm talking about. In that, it's just the YouTube fragrance community. It's just not. No FCM. I found that all by myself. It was the same person who sold me my Michelle's trying to wind us up. It's the same person who sold me my vintage Fahrenheit. Tell him how great the Leon is, Udo. No, I won't hear of it. It's crap. So I genuinely don't like it. Like, everyone in the chat should be given a wrench. I think we've earned it. No, we don't do inflation on this channel. We try to keep inflation at a manageable level. 2 wrenches is more than enough. If Heinz isn't here, Eugene's here. If Eugene isn't here, Heinz is here. Perhaps I will extend it to someone else at some point. Maybe. Depends if I start streaming late at night or early in the morning. Depends where you are, really. Do you know I watched one of Ashton's videos tonight? I didn't, actually. That's a lie. I saw one of the titles for Ashton's videos tonight, and he was talking about a clone of a Parfums Tamale. He was talking, just let that settle in for a minute, right? He was talking about a clone of Carlisle by Parfums Tamale. What is that? What am I supposed to do with that? What is that? A clone of a clone. Like, I can't believe, right? So it's not just the fact that he did, it's not just the fact that Ashton, like, a genuine, like, Ashton's sound, I've said this before, Ashton's sound, but, like, he is given provenance to this now. So he's made people aware of it, which is fine, right? Like, making people aware of things is one of the great things about the fragrance community, surely, isn't it? You know what I mean? What's the Marley a clone of? It'll be something shite. Like, he's like the second biggest reviewer on YouTube for fragrances, and he can cover whatever he likes. I just know that that's not where his passion lies. His passion lies where, like, more similar to where mine lies. Now, he is a collector as well. That man buys a lot of fragrance. He buys a fuck's sake more than I do, and I buy too many. Do you know what I mean? Michael Harness just received Pavarotti from a news. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's a really good fragrance. I fucking love it as well. But I was just shocked, and I just watched it for a couple of minutes. And I watched it for a couple of minutes, and the only thing I said in the comments was just grim. Pray for Ramsey. Yes, you're right, Zhao. You're absolutely spot on. I do forgive you. It's the Portuguese language. Yeah, the Brazilian lad. It is massive. It is huge. Good luck, Ramsey. Oh, I do beg your pardon. I thought he was Brazilian. Thus, I thought he spoke Portuguese. I do beg your pardon. I'll tell you something as well about the Spanish language. Ashton is big enough. Yeah, you're right. Ashton is big enough to do that. Galen, you're absolutely spot on. He is. He is big enough to charge to get people to. I think it's prime real estate. Do you know what I mean? It's what it is. It's like, can you imagine Ashton in the metaverse? Can you imagine fragrances in the metaverse? You know, if that imagine there's a little thing on your computer that like fucking you can like plug into and it'll like spray a fragrance so you can test it. I'm just hypothetical now, but if you think about it, like real estate and stuff like that, like Ashton's channel is prime real estate for a fragrance brand. He's got the reach of his videos regular. He's one of the only people who gets thousands of views on his fragrance content anymore. I want to defend Ash as well. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying this about Ashton, but it's only because it's true. And Ashton's tastes are much more like, I feel like Ashton's tastes are like sort of where my tastes are. He really loves his vintage stuff. He loves his Drakkar. Like, he never shuts up about his Drakkar fair enough. Do you know what I mean? He's telling somebody in the chat just said like some bros were asking him for clone stuff, and that's fair enough. He wants to give people what they want from his channel. And I get that, and that's sound. It should definitely be said that as well. You know, Ashton's not as bad as, like, Ashton's not even in the same league as like some of the other people from New York who charge for positive reviews. I don't think Ashton does that. I'd be surprised if Ashton did that. I don't think he does that. So it's I don't want to slam Ashton because like he's sound, but I just some of those videos, some of the stuff he talks about, I don't like. I just don't watch. Do you know what I mean? I haven't unsubscribed from him. Again, Galen makes a good point. If he can get paid $500 to $1,000 for talking about a clone perfume and he's transparent about it, do it. It's hard to argue with that. If someone waves $1,000, if someone waves $1,000, you know what I mean, in your face and says, talk about this, doesn't matter what you say, fucking hell. It's bullshit. Like, I mean, they're not reviewing things, are they? You know, they're not reviewing things at all. What they're doing is that it's infomercials. Stephen from Red Lessons is nothing but an infomercial. A reviewer talks about everything, buy stuff he doesn't really want. Someone like Richard don't count as a reviewer. I appreciate that, really. I feel like I'm more of a hobbyist. I'm subscribed to Sebastian still. Yeah, I take the point Rudy makes there about like how like a reviewer will buy stuff that they don't like. I can't do that. That's something else I can't do either. Like, I mean, fucking hell. Like, if I was to say to like one of my mates in real life, oh, I bought this fragrance, but I don't like it, they'll be like, well, why the fuck did you buy it, you dick? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's like the place I'm coming from. The fuck did you buy it for? You bellend. You could have wasted them. You could have spent the money on something that you actually wanted. Madness. Denby, just be glad you're not going to university now, mate. I've seen the state of what they're doing. They're fucking locking people into their fucking debts for longer now. Scandalous bastards. Putting stuff on the credit card. They're putting the British government's putting the country on the credit card like we always have. It's disgusting. The youth always pay. It's not fair. It's immoral. I watch Ashton for new release info. Yes, that's a good. I watch Ashton for stuff like that just to keep up with what's out there. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not going to buy it. I mean, unless something really tempts us. But I'm not unsubscribed from Ashton. I'm unsubscribed from Max 40. I am unsubscribed from Redolescence. I am not subscribed to. I'm not subscribed to all these huge people. But I am still subscribed to Ashton and Sebastian. And it should tell you, I hope that tells you something about them, how I regard them. You know? I need a sugar daddy and brand deals to pay off my student loans. So you had us at sugar daddy, but you lost us to pay off your student loans. Sorry about that. Can you buy Leon to review it properly? No, I can tell you right now, it's fucking awful. Sorry about that, Enrique. Most big channels are TV shops. Yeah, it's infomercials. Yeah, Frank, you're absolutely spot on. It's infomercials, mate. I enjoy Scentland as well, endless not. Like, Scentland's had, like, him and Robes Await have had the biggest influence on my collection, taste, outlook on fragrance. Even Max 40. But that, you see, Max 40's done some pretty bad shit, like the scent exploit and all that sort of thing. What he's done is, right, his stuff is, his patter and his spiel is uber cynical, right? Because what you can do, you can tell what he loves and what he likes, and yet he'll sit and tell you that he loves this other stuff, and you know he's bullshitting you, and you know he's bullshitting himself, but he's doing it for the money. He's doing it for the fucking for the to be YouTube famous. There is not enough money in the fucking world. Well, there probably is, but there's not enough money that I'm getting from fucking like $500 to say that a fucking duo is good. Fuck off. $500. Fuck off. $500, $1,000 to say one duo is good. It's not enough. It's not enough. Not for me. I'm not trying to be like holier than thou, although I imagine I'm coming off holier than thou. But seriously, like, have some self fucking worth. I was actually really surprised how good Max 40 wasn't speaking Spanish. Maybe he knows Spanish. I can't speak another language. I barely speak a fucking English, like, as you can probably tell. I, for one, am sick of Eugene Germani's super chats on his live streams. It's emotional hostage taking. That's another fucking kind of worms. We'll keep that for another day. Fuck super chats. I don't think I'm going to monetize this channel. I was dead set against it. And then I was talking to a couple of people and they were like, oh, like, why not? It's like your views get your once you get over 1,000 subscribers, apparently your videos like have adverts at the beginning anyway. So why not like monetize your channel? And I was like, yeah. So I thought about it, but the more I think about it, the less I like it. Duncan makes a good point. Dr. Monk, I don't want to come across as being like a monk. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm pure, I'm fucking this, I'm that. I'm not trying to say that because I'm not, you know, and I'm not even trying to live pure. And it's like, but I do have these sort of like stupid idiosyncratic little ways that I can't, like, I just cannot imagine going against. Anyway, I've ranted for 10 minutes about that. I needed a slash 20 minutes ago, so I need to go to the bathroom now. So that's a nice note to end on. Thank you to everybody who has liked the stream. Thank you for watching and listening. I appreciate it greatly. I hope you have enjoyed the stream, and I hope you will join me again next time. Good evening, everyone. Have a nice night.